Hello there guys, welcome to my new video. We shall continue the life path numbers President of the United States of America, and we shall speak about the life path 5 and 6 number. Natural skill set, progressive ideas, inventive, resourceful, flights for freedom, independent, quick thinker, inquisitiveness, excellent administration, energetic. With excess of 5 energy or negative application of 5 energy, overly critical, impatient, temperament, a sharp tongue, has decisions, impulsiveness, restlessness, nervousness. The 5 presidents: Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt. When you look at the life path 5 presidents with ranking 7, 1, 4 and 2 respectively, you wonder why we don't make this life path a prerequisite for serving a United States president. The life path 5 has been the clear winner in terms of quality. All 4 must be admired. Jefferson maybe is the best example of the 4 in expression the life of freedom and liberty so strong in the life path 5. Before his presidency at age 33, he drafted the Declaration of Independence and authored a bill establishing religious freedom enacted in 1786. As president, he slashed army and navy expenditures, cut the budget, eliminated the tax on whiskey, yet reduced the national debt by a third. Also, the Constitution made no provision for the acquisition of new land. Jefferson boldly acquired the Louisiana territory from Napoleon in 1803. Lincoln, as an exemplary life path 5, issued the Emancipation Proclamation that declared forever free those slaves within the Confederacy. He never let the world forget that the Civil War involved one huge issue, dedicating the military cemetery at Gettysburg. He said that we are highly resolved that this indeed shall not have died in vain, that this nation undercut shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth. Great life path 5 stuff that landed him to the top ranking. Theodore Roosevelt expressed the view that the president, as a steward of the people, should take whatever action necessary for the public good, unless expressly forbidden by law or the Constitution. As president, he held the ideal that the government should be the great arbiter of the conflicting economic forces in the nation, especially between capital and labor, guaranteeing justice to each and dispensing favors to none, serving the people and freeing them from the tyrants of the time. He became known as the trust buster, banking and Twitter suites under the Sherman Act, a legendary peacemaker and our greatest environmentalist. Roosevelt proved that the love of liberty inherent in the 5 life paths thus proved top presidents. Franklin Roosevelt, our longest serving president, took office at the height of the Great Depression and gave the people hope hope when he asserted in his inaugural address. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. His leadership freed the country from the poverty by initiating a sweeping program to bring recovery to business and agriculture, relief to the unemployment and to those in danger of losing farms and homes, and reform, especially through the establishment of the Tennessee Valley Authority. His resistance to involving his country in war, and finally his leadership during the Second World War after the country was forced to enter the hostilities, cemented this life past 5 leader as our second best president. All of the Greeks were progressive thinkers and energetic fighters for freedom and liberty, or certainly deserving of the elevated rankings, and together they established the Life Path 5 as the ideal for leader of the free world. The Life Path 6, natural skill set, and ideal is determined, humanitarian spirit, service to fellow men, righteousness, conventional thinking, fixed opinions, steadfast in beliefs, with excessive 6 energy or negative application of 6 energy, stubbornness, obstinacy, self-righteousness, dominating posture, easily victimized by adulation, slow decision making. The sixth president, James Madison, Woodrow Wilson, Warren Harding, Dwight Eisenhower, Richard Nixon, and George Bush. This has been a popular life path choice, probably because of the father knows best attitude they project. The results of the sixth president mixed with 3 that did well, and the others not faring so well. Woodrow Wilson, the highest rated of the 6 presidents, was Woodrow Wilson, ranked our 6th best. As president, developed a program of progressive reform and asserted international leadership in building a new world order. In 1970, he proclaimed American entrance into a world where I cruised to make the world safe for democracy. A great progressive president. Accomplishments include achieving a lower tariff. The Underwood Act attached to the measure was a greater federal income tax. The passage of the Federal Reserve Act provided the nation with a more elastic money supply. In 1914, antitrust legislation established a Federal Trade Commission to prohibit unfair business practice. In 1916, a new law prohibited child labor and other limited railroad workers to an 8-hour day. After winning re-election, Wilson concludes that America could not remain neutral in the World War. On April 2, 1917, he asked Congress for declaration of war on Germany, eventually tipping the scales in favor of the Allies and gaining victory. Wilson was a good example of how great the humanitarian life path 6 president can be. George Bush, I won't attempt to write the history for the Bush administration, as they are generally rating low enough marks. Here, however, a few thoughts on George Bush. George Walker Bush, with his life path 15 destined 15 and birthday 6, is up to his neck in 6 energy. The excessive 6 energy invites some of the negative traits associated with the number. These include stubbornness, obstinacy, self-righteousness, dominating posture, easily intimidated by adulation, and slow decision making. Critics would argue that he has demonstrated all of this throughout his tenure. Additionally, the negative energy associated with this number may find him rejecting responsibility altogether for major parts of his life. This appears to have been the case for the first 40 years of his life. His reputation was pretty much that of a playboy. The sub-challenges in his life were that of the number one. The challenge of the number one suggests he would feel dominated by others with strong influence, probably his famous father. The challenge of the number one is evidence of being dominated, but doing so in a fashion that does not impose upon or dominate others. With the challenge of the number one, it is extremely important to control the ego and avoid the negative aspect of individuality. False pride, composed egotism are issues to be guarded against now. He is perpetually in a state of learning about self-reliance and how to solve his own problems independently. Critics would say the challenge is yet to be met. As president, again, the many critics would say the negative six in Bush showed up in his determination to lead the country into a questionable war. Supporters would support his action, and his stubbornness would be viewed as true grit. The historians will get to decide how future generations will see his presidency. For the time being, George Bush has edged out Harding, so for now he not our worst sixth president. Was Harding really that bad? And so there, guys, we shall continue life as numbers president of the United States of America in the next video. Must finish our video now, and so I thank you for your attention. See you there, guys, in the next video. Bye.